Hey guys, this is Specki TD and
Micha.
from
Minyasa would Micha.
from the Berlin-based band In Extremo. We are on tour here. You are watching Mediator. Please cut it. Mediator. And we had a very great tour in Russia,
Absolutely.
Ukraine and Belarus, and we hope to come back soon. We love you. Cheers from In Extremo.
Yalu Beauty Beer, Russia.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes, so let's
We will
start.
see. We will be in time. Everything's good.
I wanted to start with I really like your version of Black Raven. But I was always wondering, because when I heard this song, in the tradition which I know, this song is a very desperate song and very sad song, because it finishes with, because he starts with the fact that Black Raven, I'm not yours, but like in the last verse he says that death is near, and he's like kind of given in. Whereas, like in your versions, which I've heard, like you never sing the last verse, and you kind of stay with a positive outcome.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, why did you choose to do that?
This was the reason, but we know the somebody translate this song. You know, I know what's going on in this song.
Yeah.
And then I think, okay, I sing only this one.
Okay.
And
We are very positive thinking guys and a very positive thinking band, so we don't want to sing all the sad things.
the word is set enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you generally choose? Because like a lot of your songs, they have certain motifs or certain stories which are appropriated from existing old maybe folk legends or songs which existed before. So I imagine that it requires a big amount of research actually. So I was wondering, how do you pick up this narrations and are you guys like interested in history? Like, does it connect somehow? Like,
The roots from In Extremo was 24 years ago. This was only the traditional puristic band.
Yeah.
We play in many middle-aged market in the street, and we play history songs. And then we start a rock band, and we write the songs. But some old melodies we take it.
Yeah.
You know, from the roots. And yes, when you work after more than 10 years in some middle-aged band, you know the old traditional songs, you know, and we have interest on this. You know.
But it also comes from different countries, and I mean, like for example, I'm also very interested in that from linguistics point of view, because some of them are in different languages and like old languages as well.
For In Extremo doesn't exist borders.
Yeah.
So we are global thinking guys, you know, and we love to travel around the world and make music around the world and have all the inspiration from all over the world. So we are from Germany, but who cares?
But how many languages do you guys speak?
So I speak English and German and a little bit of Espanol, Spanish.
I talk I talk a little bit English.
I'm working on my Russian.
Yeah.
I love Russian. Das 19 obcy. Sites. How's it going?
Done.
No, sorry.
So it's the hardest work in Russian, I think.
Work a bit more, but
Okay, I will work on it. Just
I talk German,
sorry,
some English, and I talk also Croatian, Hrvatska.
Oh, but how do you like in different languages? How do you like translate this yourself, or like?
Yes, when not you go to some book market and you ask some people what know this and to translate this. And important is for us, and we know what's going on. You cannot sing one song and you don't know what has happened in the song, you know. And this is the reason we translate everything, and we mix this too.
And it's scary for us to sing languages we maybe don't understand and we don't know the meaning of the lyrics.
Yeah.
So maybe we sing something we never will say or we don't mean. You know, so at first we have an idea. There can be a song in any language. Then we have to translate it. Okay, that means blah 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 blah. Let's do it. Or no, it's not our thing. Yeah. So
But you need also the feeling for this.
Yeah.
But like, how do you start that? Like, do you like just somebody recommends it? You can learn something.
I started this in this time when I played in a middle-aged band.
Yeah.
This was in the beginning from the 90s. And when you play traditional middle-aged music, then you found this Ave Maria, this Omnia so tempora. This is from the Camina Burana. And you translate this, or you found a translator, and then you mix this. There's also the funny word.
What are your guys' background? What did you do before the band? Before you became a band, and if you learned to be musicians, or you just
Nothing. He didn't do nothing.
didn't do nothing.
I play. I think in this year or next year I stay 40 years on the stage.
Oh.
This is
So, and I will be 40 next month. So when I was born, he started making music on stage.
yeah. I play in so many bands. I come from East Germany, DDR, socialist system, and we play in really pork bands. Pork, we play pork rock. Yeah, big rock. This was, we travel around East Germany. We don't can play really, but we try, and this was the beginning. And you learn more and more. Yeah.
And you?
So I was starting playing the drums when I was 3. I found my first snare drum at the Christmas tree, and then I was starting taking lessons when I was 6, and I was studying drum set in Munich, in Germany, and I became a professional drummer when I was 18 years old, and now I'm going to be 40 next month. So
next month?
I'm professional drummer since 22 years now. Yeah, and since 10 years with this guy, but I look not like 40, much older, because I met this guy.
Okay, now we stay more around 10 days in Russia. When you stay in Russia, you must drink a lot of vodka.
Yeah, and the country is that big, so you have jet lag.
So you age faster.
Yeah, yes. When we come home tomorrow, then I sleep 3-4 days.
They say that it's the safest drink, like a distilled. What was like if you were playing in old bands for so long? So did you feel that obviously you did, I think, but like what was the difference before the wall fall and after?
This was a big difference. We live like when you live in a cave, We have 500 kilometers this way and 500 kilometers this way, not more. You can travel sometimes to Czech Republic, sometimes to Poland. Yeah.
But from the kind of a musical career point of view,
and all musician guys stay together and help each other, and we are born with this, Some people don't have a guitar, but you play tomorrow? No, can I take you guitar? No problem. You give me next week back. It's also a difference. And after this time when the border was open, then wie kann man das sagen?
Was?
You feel like free, and du hast ganz andere Möglichkeiten.
Much more opportunities.
Yes.
You mentioned in recent interviews that you were already working on your new album.
Yeah.
Can you share any news about that? Or?
Not really. So we are working on it. We are in the songwriting process. We are looking for lyrics and foreign language songs. We want to have rock versions maybe. So it's the picking moment at the moment. We we try to find the way for the new album, but we are quite good on the way, and it's gonna be a great album, I think.
Yeah, we start to work.
And you don't know yet how long it will take or whatever.
No.
Ask me 1 year.
We are not in a rush, so.
Have you ever participated in any historical reconstructions or any role plays as participants, like as actors, like rather than musicians?
Yeah. So there was a computer, how is it called? Computer game, video game.
Yeah.
But it's a long time ago, and there was a song in it. It's called Hermannelik, one of the old In Extremo smash hits,
Okay.
And the video game was called
Gothic 1.
Gothic 1.
Yeah.
So
it was a really popular video game.
But this is 20 years ago or more.
Wow. This is 21, 22 years ago.
That's quite interesting that games were different then.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, very different. So we will see that there are a lot of options maybe in the future. So the medieval scene is growing and growing more and more. So maybe we are the band from Game of Thrones soon or stuff like that. We don't know. That would match perfectly. And so
we have a rock part in the band, and we have the traditional part in the band, and then we must bring this together, and then everything is fine.
And I also know that you use a lot of medieval instruments in your work. How do you is that anyhow references kind of how the songs should be played, or do you how do you select them basically? Why do you choose to go for particular things, and do you know how to play them from the beginning, or you just learn them?
The people that play this instrument learn this, Some people learn this on the street, some people learn this. How?
And make music is a lifetime process, You cannot go to school. Okay, I learned my instrument. Let's go and play a tour. The music doesn't work like this. It's a different thing. You start and you play and you change it, and maybe you will be better, or you have bad conditions, so you play bad. It's more about the feeling, and not about learning. Okay, I know how to do, and let's do it.
Yeah.
I know that you use quite a lot of pyro in your shows.
Yeah, Pyrotechnics.
Yeah. Except from visually striking, what is in there?
Yeah, it's kick-ass for us.
Yes.
The fire and it's fucking hot.
This is also entertainment.
Yeah.
For the crowd, yeah, but for us, sometimes it's ass kicking. We're on stage, and then the big boom comes. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm awake.
Sometimes you have 50 degrees on the stage. 50.
It's amazing. You must 10.
Completed. I lose one show. I lose to 3 liters waters. Yeah, but the pyrotechnic, this is in Russia is not allowed.
Yeah, I know.
This is a really hard law, and but we can play without pyrotechnic.
Yeah, the concerts are not.
It's no problem,
So the pyrotechnic is not the key to see a good In Extremo show.
Yeah.
So it's just like a. Add-on, but it's not the basic thing. So we play music, we play live, and we are very cool guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much
for
this.
Thank you. Bye bye. And I love Russian.
Prima.
Достопримечательности.
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 Yeah. But you must have learned Russian.
Yeah, but in East Germany, this old socialist system like Soviet Union, we learn 5 years Russian in school. We must learn this.
Yeah.
But nobody have interest at this time. But now, sometimes I hate this, But I want to talk more, But the science, I know.
But you know alphabets.
Yes.
No, I mean, but 5 years is nothing. I mean, it's very little. Like,
yeah, and then we was young and lazy, you know.